the Transformers on Age of Extinction. No. No. You see how they have them in the movies as being the villain? But they don't tell you about how humanity has just descended so far that these beings could have been sent to destroy the planet that was affecting the universe in negative ways. I'm just allowing this shit to flow. Let's pull some letters on this first. I thought it would be interesting to keep this on and maybe get some information about what's happening in the world and what's coming. Don't you dare. Not fair. Girl. We have girl here first, and the letters were all facing up. Girl interrupted. No. Girl and run. D and North Dakota. You could have some weird shit happening in North Dakota, Denmark. Or you will be. What is this girl and run? Oh, is this for presidency? We'd never have a girl run. Well, we can have her run just to make it seem like we're, that she'll just never win. There will be multiple messages. It's a sham. It's a scam. It's a setup. Tell me about this amazing woman. It's not. That's the problem. Is you're calling her a girl, and she's a woman. There's a big difference. A girl couldn't handle running for senator, Senate, legislature, all this other shit, right? Judge. I don't know if there's a running for that, but I'm even going to fund your campaign. This star now will be my world as a stage card. Yep. We're going to go from city. We'll do it. Whatever this feels like running for Congress is what this feels like. We're going to go out into the city. We're going to meet people. And then what are they going to do? You're going to be disappointed when they're going to pay people to ask questions that you weren't prepared to answer. They're going to set you up to make you look incompetent. They're going to ask you questions about the sun. You could have asked them, well, tell me about these things. I cannot disclose this information. It's way too classified, or nobody uses that terminology. That was weird for this woman. And we need to, you really just don't get what's going on, do you? You don't understand that if this planet doesn't change and people don't step up and force their hand to make this planet go back to the way it was, this planet will self-destruct. I mean, it will pieces. And some are like, well, I mean, I'm okay with just floating in space for a little bit. Yeah, you're already spacey, hon. It'll just be another level. Gravity will be different, that's all. Let me handle this. You go fix the family situation you got. What family? The one we're about to create so that we can cause the confusion now. How many times has this happened? We're going to talk about I want to talk about bringing balance into the community, all right? And what they're going to do is they're going to have some people ask you about the poison in the food. The water being, you didn't know about these things. Yep, look, the water. How about bottled water? There are some people who are set up in place. Disgrace. You're a disgrace for doing this. You wouldn't do this if this was a man. I know already. What if, haha, the joke is on you, is that this is actually a man, a sexy, beautiful man with a wig on, testing to see how bad this really got. What if this is your husband and he's that fucking smart and he sees now your true colors shining through? I want a goddamn divorce. I can't be with somebody because this isn't even just about women and men or male and female with me. This is about you choosing a side that goes against us in some way. That's what this is. I can't do it anymore. They were going to put you at the podium, and let's talk about some other things that were going to transpire. I feel a hit, though. I feel like they were going to say, see, I mean, we're not the only ones that feel this way. Clearly, somebody else. Will it be beneficial for us to put a woman in office? Do we have to now pay for more security? Is this really going to be better for the world that people want to? I mean, we haven't had an assassination. See, now they made a mistake of setting up a false Trump assassination. So they can't use that. We haven't had an attempted assassination since. Greed, overdoing it, overzealous. Absolutely. I'm going to clear that. My advice, if you are running and you feel and you are actually a woman, and thank you, sir, if that's what you did, you're not going to be able to ask these women if they can take off their clothes. I feel like somebody is now trying to figure out a way to, I mean, are they going to be a woman? Am I allowed to say, can we examine you? The irony is, some of you are women yourself. And I don't mean you are still. I mean you were born a female and you're jealous and you're competitive, and this is why you don't like this other woman. The crazier thing is that you would be the woman, the natural born one, and it shows in the way you handle shit. And the one running for office is actually a male by nature. Wouldn't that be something? All of this, the scrambler, right? The gender scrambler wars, it doesn't have to be a war. What we could do is just say, look, we both have male and female. Let's just have this be the new belief from this point forward. Let's not separate. We both have male and female. We both have X and Y. That's why X and Y came out. Isn't that X? Is that what it is, male and female? Can we just move on and say this, that we're not going to hire because of your body parts? Now that we know that you could be looking at a woman that even looks like a beautiful woman, but she could still have male parts. We're going to have to get past this at some point. And you know what's going to happen? There are going to be companies who stick by this. They are going to be the ones that thrive in the future. I promise you that. It's inevitable. It only makes sense. Arthur Ledger. In the tin box, behind the tissue, or the shoe box? You looked in the shoe boxes, and I don't know if you thought that you couldn't open it easily, so it was like, screw it. All right. Give me something else, please. This girl is on fire. Face off. What is this battle who is this person on the other side for you? What's going on here? They're showing me a hockey, but this is clearly, right? Challenge someone. Toxic insecurity. Who's more insecure? Oh man. Let me tell you something, Madison. If you are a male and you're in this thing, this isn't an ex, and there are men that would do that. Please stop. But this feels like I can't do it. I can feel my soul deteriorating. What could I be doing besides sitting here and watching these two females compete with each other in front of me? They're not doing it for you. How about this? For you men who find yourself in the middle of this, but you were looking at it like they're competing for me, and neither one of them are worth a shit. Look at it like this. They're competing with each other just for recognition. There could be a chick down the street from me who doesn't do this shit that's getting a coffee, and I happen to want a coffee right the fuck now. Or something to that nature. But let's find out about these broads. These are the differences between the broads and the women. Tell me what's going on with these two. Well, they refuse to recognize crossing the line. There's no line that they won't cross. And you could have even said this or thought this. They like to show their muscles. Are they both built like boys? This doesn't look like men. This woman here looks flat-chested. Okay, so you're equal there, right? This is kind of balanced. You're equal when it comes to looking like 12-year-old boys in your 30s. Here's them. Do you need anything? Hi. Oh, excuse me. I hope that you're 17 or 16. This is acceptable behavior to a certain extent when you're that age, but it doesn't feel like it to me. Satan. Now they want to worship Satan. Now you find them talking about Satan when they talked about God. Ace of Cups. I'm going to get food. Does anybody want some of my food? Let me look and see how big of a piece you gave them. Let me now cut mine just a little bit bigger. Stuff, this would be... Fingers crossed is what I feel with this. They played Never Have I Ever, didn't they? Or Truth or Dare. Still, once again, sounds very emotionally immature. I never cheated. Okay, and then the other one goes like this. Oh. Did any of you ever cheat? Nope. Never. And the other one goes, well, now I see they don't believe her. So, I mean, I could say once and be the one up here. Shit like this. They're going to try and come back. What's with the pens and the pencils? Here you go. Oh, I have one in my purse. I have one. I have one. And then there comes a beautiful woman. Here comes a beautiful woman that sits down, and she needs eyeliner sharpener, and they have that. Nope, don't have it. These are traits that no man should be interested in. If you think that you're supposed to be in a woman's life to help her extinguish the worst parts of her, you just might be looking at this shit the wrong way. These wounds, they will not heal. All right. They don't want to compete with this. Did that song come on while this was going on? They have wounds, at least one of them. Did they both look like they could have some wounds? I don't feel internal wounds, although that's clearly prevalent here. But I'm feeling they want to dress sexy, but they have something on them. Their clothes look awkward. Is this an everyday setting? This could be a work environment. My feet are freezing. A work environment. Sitting at the bar. Then there's the one that sits by the window. I'll take that one. You want to know which one for you men, even for you women who are looking for something? So even if this is I just need somebody in my life. The one that's by themselves, that doesn't require attention because they know that they get it. Do you understand? They can be alone. They're not clingy. That's what this tells me. And that they don't need to be chased, but they're challenging you to approach them in some way. And this is what you asked for in some way you did. I wish I could approach certain women. It was difficult for you to even admit that you lost your approach, your ability to just walk up to a woman, let her know that you think that she's beautiful, and then if she says, listen, if it's one of these women that I said yesterday that gives you a little bit of cockiness, don't just write her off immediately. She could have, you're that way too. This is what I would say. Listen, I understand that you may have had some kind of experience with somebody and it may have been recent. Maybe I'm not that guy. and then leave it go. And if she decides to come back and speak with you, right? Don't force it, planting seeds everywhere we go. Thank you. Oh. The psychic abilities. Did you hear that? Did you hear what they just said? No, did anybody pick that up, or is it just me? Claiming to be honest to a fault. If you want the truth about anything, I'll tell you what, my third eye, people are tired of hearing this in conversation. And those of us who speak about it, we have to say it once in a while, and I honestly can't stand it. I want to come up with something else for this, and somebody's going to bite off of it, and I really don't give a shit. I don't compete unless it's known on both sides that this is a competition or a game, and there is a score and a winner and a loser, in theory. Those of us who have this type of mind are often alone, more often than not. Okay. They lie and say that they know people in the judicial system. This is a constant battle of how many police that they know. And you know, it's not something I would brag about now, how many cops you know, as most of them have failed us miserably. You know, I wouldn't say that, I wouldn't compete with how long you were in jail. This is all they got. Nah, I lied. The ability to say that you lied. I don't lie. Well, I mean, I lie. They're given information that's not even being asked. Did this just become a conversation? It was a conversation, thank you. It was a conversation in the beginning, which turned into a personal battle between these two, and now people are just sitting there witnessing this shit go back and forth. Can you hear the sizzle of your brain cells? You're taking all of this in your subconscious. Trip. Oh man, you're a trip. Did somebody say I'm a trip and LT? Lieutenant Trip. EUA. This could be Australia, Europe, definitely Auckland. Yeah. Go. Huh? I can't really hear this. Hold on. Why do I say hold on as if I'm holding you up? Be you. Bunny. MC. I don't want no scrubs. EL. No bums. You're sitting in the room with men who didn't do anything to you, and you bitch that you said this and looked over at a certain man. Do you even know him? The lining is always what for your girl here. What you're going to take from this is, I see how this experience made me feel about myself connected to these women. Thank you, universe, for showing me exactly what I no longer need in my life in order to thrive. That's how you're going to look at it. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Love you.